Today we're going to be doing a quick video tutorial on how to download and install a Kyocera print driver. So first thing you guys are going to do, go ahead and open up a web browser. Web browser can be anything you want: Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Firefox, Safari. It doesn't really matter. Just go ahead and open it up. What you're going to do is you're going to type in the web address of www.copystar.com. Once you click on copystar.com, you should be taken to this web page. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to choose the downloads. Once we click on downloads, we're going to have to jump through a couple drop-down menus. First thing we're going to do is we're going to choose a product category that we're looking for. Now, if you guys are using an older machine, the product category that you're going to be looking for is going to be listed in your legacy products, whether it's a printer, a copier MFP, or a color MFP, wide format, fax machine, etc. If you're using some of the latest models, probably in the last 4 to 5 years, you should be able to navigate through these top menus. The model I'm working on is going to be one of our newest models, so it's going to be in the color copier MFP area. The color copier MFP, the MFP designation is specific to the color copier scanner printer. If you guys are just using a printer, or if you're just using a fax machine, then you would go ahead and choose the appropriate product category from there. After I choose my product category, I'm going to have to select my product model. The model I'm working on is going to be the CS3551. Whatever model that you guys have in mind, go ahead and choose that. Once I have my product model selected, I'm going to go ahead and choose I'm going to skip the third drop-down menu, and I'm going to drop down to the fourth one, and I'm going to select print drivers. Once that page refreshes, the page is going to show me all the available drivers for this model that Kyocera is publishing to the public. So we'll have various manufacturers in here for Linux, PC, Mac, etc. Just go ahead and choose your appropriate print driver. What you want to do when selecting the print driver is you do want to pay attention to the date. Always try to get the driver with the latest date on it. Driver I'm going to be looking for is going to be a KX driver, and the latest KX driver was put out March 14th. So this is the KX driver appropriate for my operating system, Windows 8. We also have some other versions. We have Kyocera just put a new Linux PPD out on June 12th of this year, and we also have a new Mac driver which was released on July 24th of this year. So if you're using either of those two product categories, like I said, just pay attention to the date to make sure that you always have the latest, greatest driver. Once I have selected my driver, I'm going to go ahead and click it, and then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to confirm my download and select my download link one more time. Once I select my download link one more time, I'm going to have an option to either open it or save it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to choose Save As. I always choose Save As and then drop everything directly on the desktop, just because it keeps everything centralized and it makes it much easier for me to clean up once I'm done. Go ahead and click Save from here, and then your driver will be downloaded. Once the driver is downloaded, you should get a file that looks just similar to this. The icon may change depending upon what sort of zipping program you have. The program that I use is WinRAR, but if you're using 7-zip or WinZip or something like that, the icon may change a little bit. But essentially all you guys are going to do is just double click this, and we just want to extract this. We want to get this extracted to a place that we can easily navigate to, and then double click and run it from there. Again, I always unzip everything to the desktop, and then I can clean the desktop once I'm finished. Once you've selected the appropriate unzip folder, go ahead and click OK, and it's going to go ahead and unzip. And once it unzips, you should get a folder that looks like this. Go ahead and open up this folder. In this folder, we're going to have a setup.exe file. What you're going to do is just go ahead and double click on that. After you double click on it, you may get a couple security prompts. Just go ahead and click yes, okay, just the appropriate windows to go ahead and let you move forward. Once the setup is running, you're going to get a window that's going to look very similar to this. As you can see, my printer interface here is basically it's displaying all of the printers that it's compatible with on my network. So your network, if you don't have this many machines, obviously it's going to show a lot fewer machines in this list. So basically find the machine that you are working on, and we'll go ahead and highlight it. And again, I'm working on the 3551, excuse me, the 5551. And so again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight it, and then I'm going to drop down here to the install. Click install, and my installer starts. The good thing about the print driver is the print driver essentially installs itself. All you got to do is click install and then just sort of let it run. This process takes, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute. And then after this is done, we just got to verify a couple things. And again, because we are installing a program, the program itself may have to be scanned by your antivirus before it fully installs. Windows will do its check just to make sure that it's an appropriate program, not full of malware and stuff like that. Once the driver's finished installing, we're going to be left with a window with a few check boxes. What we're going to do is we're going to uncheck the 3 that are checked by default, and we're going to choose Printed Test Page. After we check Printed Test Page, we're going to go ahead and click Finish, and then it's going to send a test page to the machine. From here, you can go ahead and verify that you have a printout sent to your machine. There will be one last step to do once you have the print driver installed. From here, what we can do, if we do not have any more machines to install, we can go ahead and close it. If you have other machines to install, just go ahead and select the machine that you're looking for, and then just run through the installation process again. What I'm going to do, I don't have any more machines to install, so I'm going to close mine. Last step, what we're going to do is we're going to come down to the Start menu, and we're going to open up our printers folder. Once we have our printers folder open up, you can see my print driver here has been installed. What I want to do is I want to I want the machine, the print driver, basically to reach out to the machine to verify all the available options for extra paper drawers, finishing options, etc. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the printer. I'm going to right click. I'm going to go to Printer Properties. And then I'm going to come to the very last tab on the right. It's going to be called Device Settings. Under the device settings, you can see I have an auto configure. What I want to do is click on the auto configure and then click auto configure now. As you can see, the button sort of grayed out and sort of flashed off and on. Basically what the driver did, the driver reached out to the machine and verified all the various options that it has on it, and then it's going to pull all of those settings into itself. So if there's a stapling on it, the driver will now have stapling available. Extra paper drawers, the paper drawers would now be accessible through the printing option as well. Once it's flashed, we're going to go ahead and we're going to click OK, and that's pretty much it.